Now we're going to begin our main body for the air skimmer. So again, we need to start with a 2D sketch, and we're going to select the XY plane, and then we'll go up and get the rectangle tool, and I'm going to go ahead and start at that center point and draw a rectangle about that size. As soon as I'm done drawing that rectangle, I'll go up to dimension, and I'm going to dimension the right line to 0.5. Now, even though we can't see the entire top line, we're going to dimension it anyway to 11. And go ahead and hit OK. Then we'll go ahead, finish sketch, and then we're going to home that. Now we're ready to go ahead and extrude our main body, and that needs to be extruded a distance of 3. And OK, and I'm going to home that one more time. And now we're going to add the chamfer on the back, the angle on that. So again, we need to select the chamfer tool, go over here and select the 2 distances, and now we're going to click on this top left line there, and it's asking for this distance where the brown arrow is, and we'll put in 3 for that. And then for distance 2, if I just hit my tab key on my keyboard, it goes ahead and switches that, and we're going to make that 0.375. And go ahead and say OK. And now we've got the shape of that air skimmer body. Now we're going to go ahead and hollow the bottom side of it out. And to do that, we're going to use what's called the shell tool. And we'll click on that. And the first thing we have to do is set our thickness. And all of our thickness is 0.03. And before we say OK, we need to select the surfaces that we are going to be shelling out. So on my sketch cube over here, I'm going to click on the side that says right. And now I'm looking at the right side, which I'm going to go ahead and click on that surface there. Now I'm going to go back to my sketch cube, turn so I'm looking at the left end, and I'm going to zoom in a little so I'll make sure I'm getting this part of the rectangle, not this part. So it's this part here we want to shell. So I'll click there, and then the last thing I turn so that I'm looking at the bottom. I'll click on that, and now we can go ahead and say OK. And if I home that, we can see that the air skimmer body is done. So go ahead and add a different color than to your fin, and it needs to be a solid color. So something different, and try and keep it on the light side because it'll be a lot easier when you're done. So go ahead and click apply on that or OK, and now you've got save that as your main body.